October 12th, 2016. Dear Diary. Well, here we are, first day in the new house. I got all moved in this morning. It didn't take terribly long since I realized I don't have a lot of stuff. 2 of my new roommates will be moving in until tomorrow afternoon, and the last girl won't be here for another week or so, I think. I don't mind being the first to arrive. It means I get to explore the house first and find out the best places to hide away while I write my novel. Sure, I could just write it in my room, but what would be the fun in that? Besides, being able to say I wrote my first best-selling novel in a secret room or a spooky basement would be so much cooler. Ooh, speaking of spooky, before we bought the house, my roommates and I were talking to the realtor, and she told us the property was actually stigmatized. Apparently the house used to be owned by a young couple in the early 1900s. A few years after they were married, the wife became sick and passed away. After that, the husband just sort of disappeared, I guess, and the house eventually went up for sale. Sounds like a couple people lived in the house before us, but none of them stayed longer than a couple months. So basically, I guess we bought a haunted house. I don't know if I really believe in all that ghost stuff, but if anything spooky starts to happen, or if I see figures flying around with white sheets covering their faces, I'll let you know. Anyway, I'm off to explore the rest of the house. I'll let you know if I find anything cool. Signed, Marie. October 16th, 2016. Dear Diary, you are not going to believe this, but I actually found a secret room in the house. It's in the second closet between Elizabeth's room and mine. Inside the closet, behind where you hang all the coats and stuff, there's a small door that looks like it was made for a child or just like a really small person that leads to a secret little room. It's not very big, about maybe 2 people could probably fit in there comfortably. I haven't told anyone about it yet, but part of me really doesn't want to. I'm just so excited. My very own secret room. There are a few boxes in the room, but I'm working on moving those into mine so I can sort through them. I don't really know who left them there, but we bought the house, so I guess the stuff is ours now, technically? I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fun to sort through them, though. Oh, by the way, Emily and Leia moved in yesterday. We spent all last night playing board games and talking. We're actually playing a scary movie marathon for when Elizabeth moves in at the end of the week, since Halloween's coming up. This could not be any better. I get to live with my 3 best friends, and I have a new secret little room all to myself. Ugh, buying this house was the best idea ever. Signed, Marie. October 18th, 2016. Dear Diary. Elizabeth moved in yesterday, and she brought her cat, Nellie. I was just psyched to have all my friends living together, but now we have a cute cat too? Things could literally not be any more perfect. In other news, I finally got a chance to look through some of those old boxes I found in my secret room. It wasn't really anything of interest, just some old clothes, a few pictures, and some cups, and this really pretty glass bottle. Most of the pictures were of a young man and woman. I think they might have been the couple who owned the house before we did. Some of the pictures actually had writing on the back of them. One of them was a picture of a young man smoking a pipe and 2 other slightly older looking guys sitting around a table. They were all laughing and playing cards. On the back it says, Wilford and his brothers, Walter and Francis, playing cards. Another picture is of the couple standing on either side of a snowman. The back reads, Christmas at the cabin. There's a few other pictures like this, but towards the end of the pile, one of the pictures is of the wife laying in a hospital bed. On the back, the words, My son, my star, my dearest Alice, is written. The handwriting is different, though. I think it might have been the husband, Wilford's. There's a couple more pictures of both Wilford and Alice at the house, but the pictures just kind of stop. It's sad. I feel kind of bad if I threw all this stuff away, so for now I'm just keeping them in a box in my closet. Except for the glass bottle. It's sitting on my dresser because it is far too pretty to be kept in a box. I'm gonna see if I can find out any more about what happened to Alice. I'll let you know if I learn anything new. Signed, Marie. October 22nd, 2016. Dear Diary. Things have been sort of weird lately. And like I said, I really don't believe in ghosts, but I could definitely understand why some people would think this house was haunted. For starters, the house has been just starting to feel like really cold lately, which could just be because winter is coming, but I don't know, it's a different kind of cold. Like, I could be wearing a sweater and have a blanket, but I'm still freezing. Also last night, I kept on hearing something walking past my door. I thought it was just the cat, but when I got up to check, the hallway was empty. I asked Elizabeth about it this morning, and she told me Nellie's been sleeping in her room at night, so It couldn't have been her. I know it's probably just my imagination, but it's just really strange. Signed, Marie. October 25th, 2016. Dear Diary, I think Alice might be haunting this house. Now just please hear me out. See, this morning when I woke up, I took a shower, like I always do. But when I got out of the shower, I noticed that there was something written in the fog on the mirror. When I got closer, I could just barely make out the word Alice before the fog started to clear up. I think she might have been trying to communicate with me, to tell me that she was here. But why? Is she upset that I found those pictures, that I found the secret room? Maybe she was in the secret room this whole time, and when I found the room, she somehow escaped into the rest of the house. I don't know. I just really don't like any of this. The idea of having a haunted house at first was really cool, but now I'm not so sure. My room has started to smell really weird too lately, like a smoky coffee, but that's not quite it. I read somewhere online that if a ghost is nearby, they may carry a scent with them from when they were still alive. It's strange though. I would have expected something like a perfume or flowers. The smell, it's sweet, but it's a different kind of sweet. I can't put my finger on it. I just need to figure out why Alice is here and how I can get her to leave. I am really regretting finding that secret room. Signed, Marie. October 29th, 2016. Dear Diary, I figured it out. I know why the ghost is here. I've been spending a lot of time in the library reading up on ghosts and spirits, and began to notice some sort of pattern as I was reading. Ghosts who tend to stick around after death usually have some sort of unfinished business, or something tethering them to this world that keeps them from passing on. They give you examples of things like books, toys if the spirit is a child, or even jewelry. Now, I looked back through the boxes I found in the secret room, but I really couldn't find anything the spirit might have attached to. Then I found this book. It was on old barrel traditions. At first, nothing really seemed to click, until I came across something called the tear catcher, or the lacrimatory. Now, a lacrimatory is a small glass bottle that people who are mourning would use to catch their tears in order to bury with the person that they loved to symbolize their honor and devotion for them. The little glass bottle I found in the box, I think it might be a lacrimatory that was meant to be buried with Alice, but never was. That's why the spirit hasn't passed on. It's connected to the bottle. The ghost that's in the house, it's not Alice. It's Wilford. He doesn't feel like he can pass on until he's brought the lacrimatory to Alice to show his devotion and love for her after all these years. That he never forgot about her. I need to figure out where they're buried. To take the lacrimatory to Wilford so he can finally be at peace with Alice. Signed, Marie. October 30th, 2016. Dear Diary, it's done. I found where Alice and Wilford were buried, and I placed the lacrimatory next to Alice's grave. As soon as I did, I felt like the air around me grew warmer, like Wilford had finally passed on and was with his wife. I left the box of pictures next to the graves as well, just in case there was any part of their spirits that might have been still attached to the photos. I hope that wherever Alice and Wilford are now, they're at peace, now that they're both together again. Signed, Marie.